Hello, beautiful people out there. It's me again. It's Tuesday. So, guess what? Let's talk Tuesday. But first, come here. Come here. Come here. Now, slang. Stop what you're doing. Pause this video and click this link over here or wherever I decide to put this link to subscribe to my vlogging channel. Okay, all right. So I know some people have been wondering like, what, where the vlogs at? It's like that. Well, I told y'all that I got a vlogging channel specifically just for daily vlogging. So like I said, stop what you're doing, click that link or wherever or in the description box and go subscribe if you want to see every day of this. Not slang. But it is dedicated just for vlogging and all that. I want to keep this page, you know, separate for things that I love and I'm knowledgeable about, and then the other page is just for vlogging and stuff like that, just so you can see what my life is about every day. I mean, it's almost daily vlogging. It's not like every day, but it's almost every day. And you know, just to watch my daughter grow and, you know, maybe expanding our family one of these days. I mean, one of these days down the line, 90 times soon. So stop what you're doing and do that. So today I want to talk about something that's kind of been bothering me just a little bit, not anything serious, but you know, just a little bit. So yeah, lately when I've been going online, it was, I don't know, I can't remember which day it was, but I went online and I seen this Kylie Jenner challenge thing, and you know, I know everything online is like people don't take it seriously. It's nothing, you know, serious. Like people just kidding or whatever. But you know, when it comes to imitating something that people have that they can't control, that's not anything, that's not funny. I'm sorry, you can say, oh girl, you're too serious, whatever, but I think that's something that you just don't mock, you just don't play around with, and it's stupid and it's ignorant. I don't know, it seems like full big lips is the new trend nowadays, and I'm not saying like, okay, disclaimer before I even start, before I get into this rant, let me just say, one, I'm not judging. Two, people are free to live the life that they want, how they want, whatever you choose. You got to see God when you leave this earth. It's between you and God, not me, you, everybody else, and God. It's between you and God. So do what you want, and I mean, don't take offense to my opinion. I mean, it's just my opinion or whatever. So you know, disclaimer. All right, let's begin. So it seems like you know, fuller big lips are becoming the new trend. You know, people are joining along, you know, trying to make their lips look fuller or whatever. And you know, I mean, to each his own. I mean, if that's how you feel, you want your lips to look, or you know, you want to look different, you know, you want your mouth to look different, I mean, by all means, do what you do or whatever. But it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of bothersome because I remember back in the day, like women, especially black women, used to get mocked and, you know, just talked about in a bad way because they had big lips. And you know, being a person that I have big lips, I have a wide mouth, I have big lips, that's just something that I have no control of. This is how God made me. This is how God formed me in the womb, because he said he knew me when I was formed in the womb with my mom or whatever, and this is just how I plan on staying. I mean, you may not think it's pretty, you may not think it's attractive, but when you know yourself and you know your worth, how people feel about you doesn't affect you. And it took me years to accept the fact that I have full and big lips. I mean, like, I remember me and like a few other girls back in school, I mean, we used to get like talked about. I mean, people just, I mean, just used to say like, oh, you got DSL, and I'm like, DSL? I'm thinking like, oh, you talking about the internet? I mean, I was like, I mean, I got internet at home. I mean, I got dial-up. I mean, I don't have DSL, you know, like the fast internet, but I mean, I got dial-up, you know, AOL, you got mail or whatever. And I was just like, huh? And then when somebody told me what that was, I was like, really? I was like, and you know, I was just like, what is that? And then when somebody told me, I was like, Oh no. And I mean, I never did any of that, and I didn't even know like about that and stuff like that. So, kind of hurt because, that's a personal thing. That's something I just had no control of. I mean, I couldn't help how I looked or whatever. And I remember some girl, like, she wanted to kill herself because people thought that having full big lips was a problem. I mean, calling her bubble mouth and duck lips and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, it's really a bad thing to have big lips. Like, and it was to the point where I hated myself because I had big lips. I was just like, well dang, like, why do I have to have big lips? I mean, why do I have to have this mouth? Like, why? Like, I just didn't get it. And so, just taking years and years and years. And I mean, that was just something I prayed about. I was like, God, like, help me to accept me the way that you accept me, because obviously he made me the way I am. And there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, of course I didn't have money to get surgery, and that wasn't even my thought. Like, I never thought to change the way that I look because it wasn't satisfying to the way society said that we're supposed to look, or how people wanted me to look. And like I said, it just took years to accept it, and now that I'm finally accepting it, and now I'm seeing that it's a trend that people want full lips, but they don't already have it. They're enhancing it by getting injections and stuff like that. It's just like, wow. Like, oh, okay, it's good that you want to look different or whatever, but why now? Like, why? Kylie Jenner challenge, it just kind of bugged me that, first of all, I mean, she is a celebrity, my guess. I mean, her sister got them famous or whatever, and she's in the spotlight, and we know, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I don't know, and honestly, I really do not care whether she got injections or whatever. She's using some bomb lip liner that makes her lips look big. Whatever she did to make her lips look big, that's her body, but as a person that's in the spotlight and you have your little girls, I mean, she's only 17, so she's not even a grown woman yet. She's not even considered an adult yet, but you're in the spotlight, you got all these young girls looking at you, 9-year-olds looking at you, and celebrities, they don't care. They honestly don't care. That's why I don't see why people idolize them. Like, they are going to do what they want, they're going to sleep with who they want, they're going to pay for what they want, and that's that. And us little people down here, that's living, day by day, working 9 to 5s and stuff like that. It's like, they don't care about what we do because of them, because in the end of the day, they're gonna do them. But when you got 9-year-olds, 13-year-olds that are, going through adolescence change, puberty or whatever, where they're in denial of how they look, how they're supposed to look, that's when I have a problem with. Because one thing I've learned is that if you don't teach your child something, what they need to learn, the world is going to teach them. And because celebrities have such a strong power and influence over people, like, for instance, her making her lips look fuller and take all these up close selfies where you can see her full lips, little girls idolize that, and they want big lips because Kylie has big lips. And when I seen those challenges and they came out like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, see, everything's not meant for you, boo-boo. Like, come on now. You stuck in a bottle, you stuck in on a shot glass to get full lips, and you look a mess. Like, I mean, it may have been just fun and games, but the end result was a hot mess. And it just goes to show you how much of an influence celebrities have. And I mean, like I said, I mean, hey, I mean, even like, you can tell when somebody has naturally full lips and others that don't, because it looks different. And then if you see before and after pictures, you can definitely tell. I don't know, like, it's just, it just makes me sad that people aren't acceptive of how they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody in this world is perfect. Nobody was created perfectly in our minds. But to God, I mean, I understand everybody don't believe in God. I understand people don't have the same faith and religion like religious views like I do. But as you know, as I'm getting closer to God, I realize that He made us in His perfect image, in His perfect. So the way He made us is perfect to Him. And if we can view ourselves how He views us, then what people say about us, how people look at us, or how people or society say we're supposed to look, that will kind of overrule the fact of us wanting to change how we look. Like I said, I'm 26. I'm about to be 27 in December, and it took me like about, I think, 100% confidence, it took me to about 22 years old. So that was only like 5 years ago, y'all. I mean, like, it took me some time, because when you're around people that don't even know their worth, or you're around people that talk about everybody, how people are supposed to look, or oh my gosh, she don't look right, her eyebrows, her nose look like that, her lips too big, or whatever, you kind of form into that, and that messes with your identity. Because when you see somebody else talking about how somebody's supposed to look, that makes you think, well, am I supposed to look like that? Am I supposed to be, you know, this size, that size, whatever? And it's like, when you step out of that, you kind of realize that ain't it. That's not how you supposed to look. That's not how you're supposed to, you know, view yourself. You're supposed to view yourself how God views you, and that is fearfully and wonderfully made. Everybody is perfect in His image, and if you can look at yourself like that, then what people say about you won't matter. Like, I don't care if people don't like my lips. I don't care if people don't like my big eyes. I don't care if dudes don't like my A cups. I don't care if people don't like that I'm a size 6 or whatever, or I think 5 or 6, I can't remember. But I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm my own cup of tea with a shot of lemon and Henny in it. But you know, that's just how you have to view yourself. And if you view yourself in a way that is confident, and that you like, not what everybody else like, not what Beyonce like, not what Kim Kardashian likes, then you won't sit there and idolize what they have and want it. Because they have millions of dollars to scoop up and be like, okay, well, I'm about to get butt injections, I'm about to get lip injections, I'm about to cut pieces of my nose up, and they can do that. But us little people, we can't do that. And if you're confident in yourself, you wouldn't do that. And I think, you know, like I said, it's just, oh my God, I guess it just took me so long to really realize that it just burned my soul inside to just see that people idolize people like that and want to change how they look. Like, I mean, it's some YouTubers out here, I mean, they have their stories on here, you know, they got breast implants or whatever. And like I said, I'm not judging whatsoever, because I'm not going to hell because of an opinion that I have about somebody else. No, not at all whatsoever. Like, I'm the last person to judge, because I know I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form. But however, when it's affecting little girls out here that are going through an identity crisis, and they don't know what beauty is, they don't know that beauty comes from within, not from what they see on Ebony magazine or Cosmopolitan magazine, that's what hurts me inside. Because I used to be that little girl. I used to be that girl that hated being dark skinned, that hated my hair, I hated being African, I hated having big lips, whatever. And it's like, now that I love who I am and I don't wish to be anybody ever, it's like, I wish that a lot of girls and women out there are women out here that are 50, 40, 30s that are still going through an identity crisis, because they want to be like everybody else, but they don't want to be like themselves. Like, embrace the big mole that you have on your face. I have a brown birthmark in my eye. So when I do up close stuff, or when I take up close selfies, you can see that brown one, and it probably looks like a vein popped in my eye. It just looks weird, but it's just something that I have to accept. And if I'm confident enough to do a up close and still have that in my eye, then that says a lot about myself. That just shows that I'm accepting of just how I look. I mean, I'm accepting that I'm skinny. I'm accepting that I have A cups with breast milk. It's just, you just gotta accept yourself for who you were, how you were made. And so, I mean, hey, you do the full lips and you wanna, you know, change the way you look, hey, so be it. I mean, I'm not condoning it, but at the same time, I'm not nobody's mama except for one person, and that's baby Maddie. And trust me, she will learn to love her. I mean, she's already cute, she has nice features or whatever, but one thing I am, as a mom, as a mother, because I feel like a lot of girls out here, even men, some men, you know, don't like their big lips. They don't like that they're small, they're not muscular like the men that they idol. But as a parent, it's our job to guide our children in the right direction. Because I'm telling you, if us parents don't do it, the world is going to do it. Beyonce could do it. Your teacher could do it. The people that they go to school with could do it. I mean, I remember one girl at my old job, I remember her telling this girl in my class that black and white people can't be together because they're not supposed to be together. And keep in mind, the little girl that said it was white, and the girl that she said it to was mixed. So I guess when she told the girl like, oh, I'm black and white, she was like, oh, black and whites are not supposed to be together. And it's because her mom used to date a black guy and he left her for an Indian woman. So she overheard her mom saying that, well, black and whites are supposed to be together, whatever. And I'm like, well, you were just with a black man, and then, you know, I mean, it's just a hot mess, y'all. But like I said, as parents, it is our job to guide our children in the right direction. I mean, whether you have to tell them 100 times every day, you're beautiful, or you're amazing, just the way you are. I mean, if you have to sing songs that so they can know that they are beautiful and educate them, show them in a Bible, then do it. Just do it. Because I'm telling you, I don't want to go to jail. I don't ever want to go to jail. But if my daughter ever came from school and told me that some kid told her that she's not supposed to be this, she's not supposed to look like that or whatever, I might have to make a trip to the school, because I'm gonna have to talk to not the, you know, administrative people, whatever, but I'm gonna have to see who is this child telling my daughter, and then I might have to talk with this parent, because obviously the parent is not training their child, because that's why the Bible says train a child upright and they will not depart from it. So if you're not taking the time to train your child upright in the right direction, then they're gonna be strayed. And that's why a lot of kids out here, they just run in these streets having sex unprotected at young ages, because that's what music is portraying, that's what they see or whatever. And it's like, when will it stop? People keep saying, oh my God, well, you know, we gotta blame the parents and blame, you know, society or whatever. Well, as parents, maybe we should take the initiative of stopping it. We can control what our children are watching. We can control, you know, the stuff that they are told at school. You know, we can take initiative of that. And I feel like it's just that time. Because after I seen that challenge, I was like, man. My beautiful brown sisters with full lips, even my white girls, my Asians, Jamaicans, Dominicans, if you got full lips, embrace it. Because trust me when I say, we used to get mocked from it, but now it seems like it's a trend that everybody wants to jump on. So I mean, we gotta embrace how we look. That's my little rant for today. And like I said, I hope nobody takes offense to it. I hope nobody, you know, thinks I'm judging or whatever, because really I'm not. If you choose to do plastic surgery, you choose to do injections, whatever is your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea, not mine, because I like me some Arizona tea. Okay, all right. But you know, for my young girls out there that's watching, for my old ladies out there that's still going through it, I'm telling y'all, it gets better, but it starts with you. Okay? And for my parents out there, teach these children, man. Teach these children. Because if they ain't gonna know better, they're never gonna do better. They're never gonna do better. Okay? So let's make some changes, okay? And embrace the big lips. So that's my Let's Talk Tuesday, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye!